Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing the Devovorga's Essence mini world change. You can check if this mini world change is active by checking the board in the Adventurers Guild or by using the Tibia Observer App. The message you're looking for in the Adventurers Guild is, in case you have some spare tentacle pieces, you can now use Devovorga's very essence to enter a boss lair. To find the area for this mini world change, we'll be starting in Yalahar. You will head to Vengoth by taking the boat in the trade quarter. Once you arrive on Vengoth, you'll head to the east to find a portal to take you to the area for this change. If the mini world change is active, you can use tentacle pieces from the Rise of Devovorga world quest to fight the boss. The purpose of this is that defeating each of the 5 bosses will give an achievement. It is possible to get these achievements when the world quest is active, but you can only attempt it in September during the event, and you can only fight the bosses in a certain level range. Each boss's achievement will give 2 points, so defeating all 5 bosses will give you 10 achievement points. The 5 bosses can either be fought if you fall within the level range during the world quest, or turning in tentacle pieces during the mini world change. To fight Anmothra during the world quest, you must be between level 20 and 40. During the mini world change, it will cost 2 tentacle pieces. Irahsae is for levels 40 to 60, or will cost 5 tentacle pieces. Teneshpar is for levels 40 to 80, or will cost 8 tentacle pieces. Chikhaton and Phrodomo are each for level 70 plus during the world quest. During the mini world change, Chikhaton will cost 12 tentacle pieces, while Phrodomo will cost 16. If you're planning on fighting all of the bosses during the mini world change, it'll cost you 43 tentacle pieces. The benefit of killing these during the Rise of Devovorga world quest is that you can earn the achievement as long as you sufficiently damage the boss, which allows you to work as a team with other players. It may be worth waiting for the world quest, depending on your level and the boss you need. The benefit of the mini world change is you'll be able to complete any entries that you have missed if your level is too high, though you will have to fight them solo. To fight a boss, you will speak to the Dread Guardian and say hi, Essence, yes. You then say the name of the boss you want to fight, then enter the energy gate to the south. You will have 10 minutes to defeat each boss. I will have timestamps in the description so you can use the chapters on this video to see each boss fight. I'll discuss the strategy for each boss during its section of the video. The first boss will be Anmothra. This boss is quite easy, especially for higher levels. It has 7,000 health and does mostly fire damage. It can do a max damage of around 600, but this can be reduced a lot if you stack fire protection. The boss will take additional damage from death and earth, so use these damage types if possible. The boss is strong against energy and immune to fire, so these should be avoided. If you defeat this boss, you will earn the Slayer of Anmothra achievement. The second boss will be Irahsae. She has 35,000 health and will do a max damage of around 1,000. She will take additional damage from death, is quite strong to ice, and immune to fire. She will not walk over energy bombs or walls, which can make her much easier to kill. Besides physical, you can wear death protection against her as she does a fair amount of death damage. Killing her will earn you the Slayer of Irahsae achievement. The third boss is Teneshpar. This boss has 15,000 health and will do max damage close to 1,000. This boss is immune to physical damage, which can make it tough depending on your level and vocation. It is also immune to death damage, though it is weak to fire and energy. Also, it can make you drunk. If you are a paladin, even though it is strong against earth damage, you'd be better off using envenomed arrows because they do more elemental damage than any other elemental ammo type. If you have an elemental imbued bow or a crossbow, that will be very helpful but isn't necessary. Defeating the boss will give you the Slayer of Teneshpar achievement. The fourth boss is Chikhaton. This boss has 20,000 health and a max damage of over 1,500. Though it can throw boulders, the majority of its damage comes from its melee attacks, so if you stay away from it, you should be fine. The boss will take additional damage from energy and is strong to earth, fire, and physical. It takes only 50% damage from physical, so this may be a slow kill as a paladin. The benefit is this boss will not walk over energy fields, so you can take advantage of bombs or walls to keep it away from you as you sharpshoot. I chose to use my familiar at this point for the extra damage. You could use it for other bosses as well if you find it necessary. Defeating the boss will give you the Slayer of Chikhaton achievement. The fifth and final boss is Phrodomo. This is the hardest boss and may be worth completing during the world quest, but is doable solo depending on your level. The boss will attack in melee only, but can hit up to 2000 damage. It has 90,000 health, is immune to energy and earth damage, so you have to make it walk over fire fields if you want additional damage. It is also strong against physical, death, and ice damage. I'm not sure the minimum level required to defeat this boss, but being level 500 with high skills, I was able to defeat it in under 4 minutes, so there was plenty of time to spare. This also may be more difficult depending on your vocation, especially as a knight having to be in melee with it. Defeating this boss will grant you the Slayer of Phrodomo achievement. Hopefully this video helped you with the mini world change if you're looking to pick up some achievements you were missing. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!